This wasn't normal rain. It came as a sudden deluge, pockmarking the water and misting Anaya's view of the battered city across the harbor. It lashed down on the field of Dead Man's Island, where she stood with Mom and Dad, Petra and her parents, Seth, and Dr. Stephanie Weber. And it wasn't right. Just minutes ago, all her attention had been focused on Stanley Park, where the cryptogenic grass and vines were dying. Yesterday, they'd been sprayed with an experimental herbicide, and now they were wilting and cracking. Up till now, nothing had been able to kill these plants. They had spread worldwide, crowding out crops, sending strangling vines into houses, wading underground to trap and eat animals and people in their acid-filled sacks. But the herbicide that Dad and Dr. Weber had created, it worked. And seconds ago, Anaya had been cheering along with everyone else on the army base who had rushed out to witness this huge triumph. But now came the rain. Mostly it was real rain. She could feel it, wet against her face, but among the raindrops were ones that were too big to be normal. They didn't soak into the earth, but bounced and settled on the grass like gleaming translucent beads. "Hail," Mom said. Her mother was a pilot, and Anaya knew she had seen all kinds of severe weather. Hail in May was weird but not impossible. And Anaya wanted it to be hail, but near her feet, one of the gleaming beads quivered, swelled, then burst. She stepped back with a gasp as something swift and wet uncoiled from inside. It happened so quickly that she couldn't tell the thing's size or shape, except that it seemed too big to come from such a tiny space. In a second, it had burrowed into the earth and disappeared. "Did you see that?" she cried. "Eggs," Dad said, kneeling down as more of them hatched. Their squirming cargo slithered into the grass. He lunged and caught something in his cupped hands, but it squirted between his fingers and was gone. "Holy crap," said Seth. "What are they?" "There's hundreds of them," Petra gasped, stamping with her foot. Anaya's shoulders jerked at the sound of a gunshot. Across the field, a soldier fired a pistol uselessly at the ground until someone yelled at him to stop. "They're everywhere," she heard another soldier shout. "We need specimens," Dr. Weber was saying with remarkable calm. Anaya spotted several more trembling eggs nestled among the blades of grass. She snatched the coffee cup from Petra's father and splashed out the contents. Dropping to her knees, she scooped up the eggs and snapped the plastic lid back on. "Good thinking," said Dad. "Let's get that to the lab," Dr. Weber said. "Fast." As quickly as it had come, the rain subsided. Anaya rushed toward the main building. She felt like she was clutching a grenade. Against the wax paper was a sudden churning. "I think they're hatching." She sped up, bolting through the doors, down the corridor, and into Dr. Weber's laboratory. "In here," Dr. Weber told her, opening a large glass terrarium that contained some samples of black grass. Anaya lowered the coffee cup inside. Very quickly, she snapped off the lid. Several tiny translucent creatures spilled out. Dr. Weber sealed the terrarium. Wriggling at the bottom, the things looked like they were trying to burrow through the glass. "They all want to get underground," Seth said. "They're larvae," Dad remarked, leaning closer. "Trying to find somewhere safe to grow. And they're not all the same." He turned to Dr. Weber. "Stephanie, can you get that magnifying camera working?" With a joystick, Dr. Weber angled the small camera mounted above the terrarium. She flipped a switch, and on the monitor loomed some kind of blunt-faced worm.